Hey traders, checking in on the stock market today. So we ended yesterday looking for some clarity, unsure if QQQ was going to go to Team Bull or if our stronger sectors, XLF, XLV, were going to join Team Bear. And we got clarity today. QQQ joined Team Bull. So a very strong day overall, all major sectors showing that strength. And it was another morning where QQQ showed us weakness. It broke the low of yesterday. At the same time, XLF and XLV were holding extremely strong, no red flag whatsoever, and then QQQ turned things around with a V-shaped bounce, and the bulls controlled the entirety of the rest of the day. So it's this mindset for me where if I'm going to be a confident bear, I have to see fear. I have to see fear in more than just one sector. Yes, QQQ being weak can hold the market back, but in terms of dropping the market, you've got to see other sectors join in with the bears. And we just have not seen that during this consolidation. So the way I'm viewing SPY is a pullback to a higher low. Again, highlighting the importance of the low of Thursday for me. Lower high, higher low now yesterday, and a higher high. We're keeping the daily uptrend going. The bulls do still need to break the high of this entire bounce, 402.31, which is something like 0.6% away. And if we do, the daily uptrend remains, the bulls keep their complete control, and then the next target would be a gap fill at 406.79. So where we stand right now, what would we have to see for bulls in the S&P 500 to say, uh-oh, we would need a break of 392.66. So we can move up a little stop level, or even a mental stop level, 390.14, and now it's 392.66. Strong close. Lots of space for an hourly higher low next consolidation. Bulls are a bit more comfortable. Again, shortened holiday week. We've got tomorrow and then a half day on Friday. We've got the FOMC minutes tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern. We can look for some volatility around that. So here's QQQ, definitely weaker. We did not break the high of Friday. We broke support. What did the reversal look like? A V-shaped bounce. And then the 15-minute uptrend was the guide from there, because we had a 15-minute uptrend that held every single period of consolidation, holding EMA 12 and seeing continuation. If we're not going to lose the 15-minute uptrend, we're not going to see hourly consolidation. So I had a decent trade long and then a couple small losses. Overall, a decent little day. Nothing special. Certainly not doing a whole lot on this holiday week. But my trade was, okay, QQQ is dumping into 5-minute oversold conditions, and I was watching Amazon, and I was looking for Amazon to give us an hourly higher low. First off, backtrack. For me, Amazon, the most likely scenario on the daily chart is a higher low compared to 85.87. Okay, so that's the premise of my trade. I'm expecting a daily higher low. I'm looking for bulls to give me signs that the daily higher low is shaping up. For the daily higher low to be shaping up, I need an hourly trend change to be shaping up. For an hourly trend change to be shaping up, I need the bulls to hold the low of yesterday and then confirm an hourly higher high. So on the morning dump, 5-minute RSI for Amazon got absolutely smashed. And this is a bottom fishing play. This is the kind of trade that in a bull market, I take, multiple times a week. This is my bread and butter in a bull market. In a bear market, I have not been taking these trades as much, but I did today, and it was 5-minute RSI absolutely crushed, low of yesterday's support, 90.59. We held that level by 28 cents. I was in a little bit too early. My only entry, I only made one entry, was 91.19, I believe. My stop would have been if 90.50 breaks. And then I didn't love how the bounce started. QQQ was showing us still a lot of weakness on that initial bounce. This was a 5-minute bear flag for the first 15 minutes of this bounce attempt. And so with that, I took half of my profit fairly quickly in the 91.40s, 91.50s or so. So I dropped my break even on my remaining position down to 91, just under 91. And so at that point, stop goes under the low of the day, and I pretty much can't lose. I can take a tiny loss that is insignificant to me. And then I said, all right, I'll just let the trade play out. I'm either going to stop out with a tiny loss, or maybe the bulls can convince me to swing this position. And so the bounce then played out. The broader market bulls took over, and I just walked my stop loss up with the 5-minute higher low every time we set one because I did not want to sit through hourly consolidation. And Amazon did start hourly consolidation in the afternoon, but the broader market, S&P 500 and the NASDAQ did not. And so the bears didn't get any follow through. So I ended up stopping out at 92.89 or something. And no, I have no regrets about that because I wasn't planning on swinging this anyways. It's a daily inside bar. We're going to be looking for the bulls to try the inside bar bull break tomorrow to give us a tightening daily range. But that was just a nice little win. Ended up being a 2% win on a half a position. From there, I had that position open and I made a couple little bear attempts. And my bear attempts were essentially just looking for rising wedges. And this was a scenario where we had some rising wedges today that just broke bull. And so usually when I'm confident looking bearish or bullish, I scale in a couple positions. And there were 2 attempts that I made bearish here, but I only got 1/2 fill each time because I would take a half an entry. And then if I start to gain confidence that I'm right, I'll add a second half of a position. And I just never had that confidence. And I tried once on QQQ and then once on SPY because SPY was struggling at the high of yesterday. 395.82 was a triple top. Where'd I go? 395.82 was a triple top. Nope, that wasn't it. It was the high of Friday. So high of Friday ended up being a little triple top, and that was at 397.81. And so I attempted a little top fish here because we rejected, we pulled back, again, struggling, and it became clear to me that bulls had control because I was looking for these bear positions to try and play out, and so I was zoomed in on the shorter term time frames, and I just kept seeing bulls defend 1 minute supports. If bulls are going to defend 1 minute supports, bears aren't going anywhere. And just the clear example that stands out to me on the 1 minute time frame for QQQ, or even just looking at the 5 minute, it was right here. This is when I gave up on the bears on this break. And it was, let's see, 12:30 or so. This was my last little bear attempt before I said, all right, you got it, bulls. And it was this support. Look at this support here. 283.34. We come back down. We double bottom. Fail to break the high of the day. Triple bottom. Fail to break the high. Break supports by 2 pennies straight into a V-shape higher high. And this is the bears giving up with me. This is me giving up on my bear attempt. And this is the bulls saying, all right, we're safe. We've got a solid line of support. So bulls rush in and bears say, uh-oh, bulls are keeping complete control and the bears are forced to cover. And so you'll see that where we're on the verge of consolidation. But if a level is defended, you then see continuation. So ended up on those 2 small attempts giving back a little bit of my Amazon bounce profit, but just recognizing that bulls had it. And so now QQQ is looking at the high of Friday as a key level, 287.99. We do need to see big tech and QQQ jump on board here. If we're going to be confident this broader market bull move continues, we need another 2.5% to get to a fresh high. We've got to see the lead bulls lead, our big names. Microsoft is doing a good job. Microsoft looks fine on this daily chart and is trying to confirm this inverse head and shoulders. If Microsoft gets over 250.33 and heads back to the highest price that we've seen in 2 months, that's going to be a big win for QQQ bulls. But Apple and Amazon have to join too. Apple's a tightening range, higher low, lower high, trying for another higher low here. So this needs to break bull, and Amazon needs to confirm an uptrend, but I'm anticipating that Amazon is likely going to tighten up. Anything under 103.79, just a lower high. But the big names need to help QQQ bulls break resistance. The dollar, daily inside bar closing at the low of the day. Bears want to see the inside bar bear break. We're going to need to confirm a 4-hour downtrend next bounce into daily consolidation. We'll have to be watching, can the dollar bulls confirm an uptrend when we do top out here? But still a stair-step pattern, 5 days in a row of a higher low each day. We'll see if the bears follow through with that EMA 12 resistance rejection. Semiconductors, looking good for the bulls, strong close, relative strength there today. Higher low, lower high, higher low, and now on the verge of a bull break, 222.70. NVDA set a daily high or low. Nice base of support there. 150.120, 150.80, 150.122, a little triple bottom. Strong day for NVDA. EMA 12 support holding. That's the third test in a row now that it has held. Tesla, still weak. So Tesla was chopping around in a 15-minute equilibrium while the broader market bulls held strength. We ended up getting wonky there, but didn't close at the high of the day. The high of the day was set at 10 a.m. And again, just compared to QQQ, this is QQQ at 10 a.m. So Tesla did not participate in any of that move. So Tesla, we're going to be looking for a daily bounce, but we're just going to be looking for a daily lower high as well. There is still definitely relative weakness there. Let's confirm. Tesla divided by QQQ. Yes. So Tesla, break the high of today, 170.92 tomorrow. The daily bounce will be underway, but bears will definitely be salivating and waiting for that daily lower high to be the result of that bounce with EMA 12 as a resistance guide. XL, no, who do we look at next? My order's mixed up. XL, let's go to XLV. So XLV higher highs. Again, this is our strongest major bull sector. The energy sector overall has been stronger, but healthcare matters more in terms of weight in the S&P 500. And healthcare today is hitting the highest levels that we've seen in 6+ months, 7+ months almost. So there are no red flags whatsoever, and XLV has held daily EMA 12 every test over the last few weeks. XLV is also looking up at the all-time high here, something like 5% away or even less. Less than 5% away, trying for a 3-month bull flag. If anybody's going to get an all-time high out of our major sectors, XLV will be the first to do it. XLF trying to head back to the recent high. A lead bull today, 36.03 needs to break for higher highs. So XLF and XLV, bulls in full control. QQQ dragging its feet, but being pulled along here at least today. IWM, daily high or low, set. Bulls need to break 185.31 to break short-term resistance, so still a tightening range there. XBI, bear break today, but no follow-through, so a significant recovery as bulls attempt a weekly higher low. Again, I don't have clarity on the biotech sector right now. Could see it was easily weaker on that daily bounce, but at this point, now that the broader market bulls are proving a little bit more confidence, I haven't traded the biotech sector. And again, as a full-time trader, it's very important, as I always say, to know when to pump the gas and when to pump the brakes. And I've been trading the biotech sector a lot here and here and here, and I have not been trading it here. What's the difference? Trending markets, significant volatility and follow-through versus range-bound and choppy. Choppy because we broke support, broke resistance, back to support, broke resistance, zero follow-through. So I don't have clarity. So on a day-to-day basis, I need clarity on the daily. Amazon clarity on the daily is what helped me with my 5-minute trade today. And if I don't have clarity on the daily, I'm starting with a lack of clarity. And anything from that zooming in doesn't necessarily have to have a lack of clarity, but it doesn't have clarity, which is essential. So I would suggest finding charts and names that you are confident in the most likely scenarios on the daily time frames, and then you zoom in and you look for the most likely scenarios from there. CCJ, hourly oversold conditions at our 2-day, this is the uranium name, our 2-day support. We end up seeing an hourly oversold bounce, bulls defend support, and here we are up very nicely from those lows in a continued equilibrium. So we can't look at that and say CCJ is going to hold 22.34, but we can say we've been tightening up in this equilibrium for a month. I think we're going to keep tightening up. I don't think we're going to break support in oversold conditions. And so that increases your confidence in the shorter term play based on the longer term time frame. Cannabis names still really weak. Again, the broader market is strong over the last few days, and we're at the lows here with tons of space for a daily lower high to be the result of the next bounce on both CGC and TLRY, talking about the bears starting to take over in the weekend cannabis video that I put out, and that's done nothing but followed through and confirmed that for me over the last couple of days. Again, CGC divided by SPY, relative weakness certainly showing the last week. I wanted an entry in the miners. So silver daily higher low set. We do still need a 4-hour trend change to confirm. Gold needs a 4-hour trend change to set the daily higher low off EMA 12. But the miners just ran away without me. And the setup for me on the miners today was scout an hourly higher low. Nice V-shaped bounce yesterday. Plenty of space for an hourly higher low. And the bell rang and it just took off. And so at that point, I just have to say, well, that trade ran away without me. It didn't give me a nice setup that I wanted to see. And the miners look great. Again, the relative strength is just screaming here as we are testing the high of 35.17, and gold and silver are nowhere near their highs. So miners are suggesting that the metals are setting a daily higher low. And if we get over 35.26, it'll be the highest level these miners have seen in 5 months. Wasn't aggressive enough. Daily EMA 12. And bulls just V-shape. No hourly trend change. It's the way it goes sometimes. Wanted that in my IRA. Didn't get it. Oil, daily bounce following through a bit. The 4-hour uptrend is now our guide. When we lose the 4-hour uptrend, it'll be the first indication of a daily lower high being set. I'm anticipating that due to the size of this bounce in terms of percentages, that we are likely to see a tightening daily range. Wherever we top out, I'm then going to look for a higher low and tightening up into December. Natural gas, bull break. So 4-hour, higher low off EMA 12, bull break to the higher high. 7 psychological, and the probabilities of a weekly bear flag just decreased very significantly. We will still need to confirm a weekly uptrend eventually, but if you remove the last 2 weeks here, that looks like a weak bounce and a rejection from EMA 12 and a potential bear flag, and then bulls negated it with a nice recovery. So natural gas bulls, nice follow through, bull cross of these EMAs on the daily chart for the first time in a couple months. So 4-hour uptrend is our short-term guide on natural gas. We'll be looking for a daily higher low to be the result of next consolidation. So overall, big win for bulls today. Even the crypto names bouncing a bit. And now it's just a question of, can we break recent highs? Healthcare did it. Financial sector is close but has not done it. SPY is close but has not done it. QQQ has the most work to do. Have to see big tech, Amazon, Microsoft, and Apple help QQQ get back to the recent high. And that is where we stand. Hope you had a good day. Hope you are doing fun things for the holidays with family and friends or animals. Don't forget to do good things. We'll see you tomorrow. Everybody eats on Thanksgiving.